Around 6 years ago, 2014, I can remember that it was one of the hardest and most stressful years that I've ever experienced back then. I am a love child. They say that I am a mistake, that I shouldn't have been born. But I have 3 siblings, 2 from my mom and 1 from my dad. They both have their own families. In fact, I, their own child, don't even live with them. I live with my aunt, and she was barely home because she always overworked as a lawyer. But when she comes home, she tries her best to bond with me. She's the only one who made me feel what love is. She's the only person who treated me well. I was a young student, around 16 years old back then. I was also doing well in class. I have enough friends. Basically, I was just an average normal teenage student, until I met him. It was around 5 p.m. when the bell rang as a sign that we should already leave school. I was sick that day. It was hard to move because I was too weak to. So I slept there for quite a while, hoping that I could get even just a little strength. After a while, I woke up surprised because there was a man waiting in front of me. I thought no one was going to be around anymore. "You look so weak. You don't mind if I carry you, do you? Come on, let's get to the clinic while it's still not closed," he said as he carried me towards the clinic and gave me a glass of water and fever medicine provided by the school clinic. As soon as I drank the medicine, he leaned closer to me. "You know, you don't have to go to school if you're that sick." I got flustered and shy, so I turned around and answered, "I wasn't this sick in the morning. I didn't think it would worsen so. Here I am." "You know, I was supposed to leave at like 5:30, but I saw you weak, and I couldn't have just left a lady there. Besides, I was one of the few people left on this school," he said proudly. At that moment, I thought that, I guess there are really a lot of good people here in the world. "All right, you the gentleman." We both chuckled. "So do you have a girlfriend?" I said out of curiosity. "Nope, and I never had one," he replied. What? He never had one? He must be kidding. I've always heard my classmates talking about him, crushing on him. So I was thinking, that's impossible. "You're lying." I stood up out of disbelief. "You're like kind and handsome. I don't know why you never had a girlfriend yet." He looked at me like he's not believing me. "Crushing on me already?" We both laughed. "This might be weird, but have you ever experienced kissing?" I got red due to the awkwardness of the topic, but I answered anyway. "No, but maybe someday I'd experience it." Now that he asked that, I thought that yes, I've always been curious of kissing. Why do people like it so much? "Want to try your first with me?" he asked. I was frozen. I didn't know what to do or what to say, but half of me was saying not to because you just met him, and another half of me was saying that maybe I should, as there is a first time for everything, right? "Sure, why not?" I said. He pulled me closer and cups his hand on my face as he leans towards me, reaching for my lips, and soon he started kissing me. He was gentle and his lips were soft. I couldn't help but kiss him back. As it took longer, he went more aggressive, but eventually he stopped. "I'm sorry. Was it too much?" "No, do it again," I said. He was about to lean forward, but a phone call distracted him and he got told to go home already. And so we went home. He gave me his number and he watched me enter an Uber as well. It felt amazing. What is this feeling? It was a feeling that I want to repeat again. Ever since then, I was longing to have that kind of interaction with him again. And it happened. We see each other 5 times a week to feel that kind of affection. And we're friends at the same time. Yes, friends with benefits. Years later, at the age of 19, we tried more things, like touching, and I ended up catching feelings. My feelings became stronger every day, especially when we met. Him doing pleasuring things to me made me think that maybe, just maybe, it was possible for him to feel the same. But eventually, I was wrong. The next 2 months after I realized that I fell in love, I confessed. I need to tell you something, I nervously said, playing with my hands. I already know. You told me when you were drunk last week. But it can't happen. Please? Tears fell out of my eyes. Did I dead-ass think that he would like me back? He's tall, fit, handsome, funny, kind, sociable, and famous. Why did I actually think that? After that, I ran away, but he didn't do anything to stop me. I hate how I'm so full of him while he's so empty of me. When I got home, I was surprised to see my parents and their families talking. My mom hugged me. I was confused. Why is she hugging me? Like she ever cared about me. I only have a month left, and I just wanted to see you. I just want to at least let you know that your dad and I never stopped thinking about you, and that's why we knew that your aunt was the best choice. Neither of us let you live with us, because my husband and his wife doesn't want a child that isn't theirs, so I want you to understand. She cried, and I cried as well. But was it that hard to visit and talk to me even just once a year? I asked. So she got silent and just said sorry. I wasn't only crying because of my mother, but also because of him. I was very, very, very sad. Later that year, my aunt and I decided to move to Australia since she has to work there, so we had to spend 2 years there. It was an amazing experience. I had a lot of friends, too. Friends that made me feel like I'm really part of the group of friends that I never had before. And I think that it's really a great experience and choice that I went to Australia. And so, after 2 years, we sadly went back to California. And after so many years, I never expected my family to reunite and to become on good terms like that. I got close to my siblings. They treated me like their sister, and it was the happiest point in my life. It was the first time I felt family love that isn't just from my aunt. One day, while doing groceries, I saw him again, and then I had an eye contact with him. Yep, I got caught. So I tried to hide from him because I was so embarrassed to even meet him, but he grabbed my hand with tears in his eyes. What in the world? What? Why are you crying? What is wrong with you? Why did you leave? Did you know how guilty and regretful I was? I even thought you moved to another country because of me. Before you confessed to me, I was sure that my feelings aren't more than just friends with benefits. But then I realized that yes, I do have feelings for you. But it's not because of pleasure, but because you're you. Because you've been good to me. You're always there to comfort me. So please, can you give me another chance? He said. I hugged him back as a sign of accepting him again and giving him another chance. And now we're together as a couple, and not only as a friend that makes him pleasured. And I am hoping that he'd be my first and my last.